The Oakville Milton Humane Society is one of 10 Canadian shelters that will receive a portion of the $100,000 available in this year's grant cycle from the Pedigree Foundation. For more details, I spoke with Executive Director Debra Fair.
We have $100,000 that is provided for Canadian grants. We open up our grant application every fall, and so we get grants that support transport. They might support behavior initiatives, support in remote communities, and safety net grants to help dogs and families stay together. So we like to look at grants that have a higher impact, that also connect the shelters and rescues within the community of volunteers, because we think that by getting into the communities, we're able to solve pet homelessness.
Now, one of them, of course, going to the Oakville Milton Humane Society here, but I mean, I can hear your accent, and I know you're not Canadian. We're talking over Zoom here. I'm curious, is this just for Canadian shelters, or you do this for shelters all over the world? And since it is Canadian, are there any tariffs on this?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay,
Not that
good,
I'm aware of.
good.
It's a nonprofit grant that is given to Oakville and Milton Humane Society for their behavior grant program. And we support shelters and rescues in the United States and Canada.
Gotcha. Okay, so North America wide. So how is it decided as to which shelters get the support?
Well, again, we talked about those areas of focus again, transport, behavior, support in remote communities, and safety net grants. We're looking for impact. We're looking for initiatives that will help drive dog adoption. And those initiatives are often solutions because we know that by supporting shelters and rescues, like for example, Oakville and Milton Humane Society, they have this cool advanced behavior training initiative that's looking at a pilot program. They're getting $10,000 and it's going to help reduce length of stay. Length of stay is what's driving intake issues and overcapacity at shelters and rescues across Canada. And so by doing behavior training that helps support dogs that might have a little more need in reducing some of those behaviors, they can help get those dogs adopted. And this pilot initiative is going to work with staff and community of volunteers. It's going to add a student co-op position, which is super cool. That student is going to be able to develop the training program, will work with staff at the shelter, and will work with community of volunteers to help drive some behavior training support for that shelter.